Want to give a big shout out to all the listeners, everybody that's watching the Benefactors. We are going to get started today with the last of our solo episodes starring Mike Baxter. When we last left off, we saw uh, Mr. Dire Wolf, aka Gray Lion, uh, meet with his shield uh, leaders. We got a lot of information given to us. Now we're going to see what's going on with Mike Baxter in his episode. So just going to hop right in. We're going to go all the way back to the meeting that the Gifted have with the benefactors, where they let them go on their own way to check up on their loved ones or whatever else that they have going on uh, before they meet back up with the team to prepare for their first mission. So let's hop right on in. So after the meeting adjourns and everybody uh, goes about their way, Grant Ward steps up to Mike and basically just said, "Ask you, what are your plans? What are you going to do with your free time?"
Oh shoot, I gotta go see my girl. So whatever it is that you may want me or not do, you're going to hold off on that. So
All right. Well, that's up to you. You know, it's your free time, so go ahead and do what you got to do.
yep.
Uh, let Like always, let us know if you need anything. Contact me. You got the house slippers on, so you can activate the portal the way you can get the way you need to go, and you can also communicate with us through the house slippers. So see you when you get back.
All right.
All
Two
right. So what do
fingers.
you do?
I'm headed to New Mexico.
Okay. So um, with the house slippers, you can go ahead and activate any of the portals that aren't restricted to you. So um, obviously, there was a portal that was used or that was created for New Mexico in order for you to get here. So you can go ahead and use it to get on back to that same area.
Do I need to roll?
No, you don't. You don't need to roll.
All right. Cool. All right. Peace.
Saying you telling the narrator piece.
I'm telling. I'm
Tell me
telling my
what you.
guys. I'm telling my guys. Peace.
All right, so what are you gonna do? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm headed to New York. I'm headed to New Mexico. So
All right,
I go see my girl.
all right. So you go ahead and use the house slipper store.
Okay.
Communicate with Murder House. Open up the portal. You step right through to New Mexico, wherever you are in New Mexico, to uh, an area off in the cut, not accessible to everyone, but not too far from where you live.
Right.
So what are you gonna do?
So uh I guess I'm leaving to go find her. And I know at some point I gotta check in with my own benefactors. Um, but I'm not on
Okay.
any schedule at this
All
point.
right. What are you doing first?
See
It's up
my
to
girl.
you.
I'm gonna go see my girl first.
All right, go see your girl.
Yeah. So
Describe it for me.
describe her. She is
So describe it.
describe.
Describe your home, where you live, how it looks, how you doing in the
So
house.
we get to. She's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and uh, she's right now she's living with her mother. So she's pretty much everything that I think as a soulmate. She has the features I like, but most of all, her personality is what set her off, and that's what attracted me to her in the first place. And
Right.
so,
So
getting to her is almost a must. Um,
okay, what's her name?
that's what I Her name is Rachel. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get to Rachel, and once I get to her, um, I just
So
want a hug. I just want a hug because I've been
we don't
through
know. We don't always get what we want.
it.
So you said she lived with her mother,
Yeah.
and so you don't live there.
No. Obviously,
Okay.
I don't. I have an apartment, but it's not. No, I don't live with a mother. No.
All right. So you cool. So you go up to the door, and I'm assuming you knock on the door.
Yes. Knock on the door. My mother answers the door.
But you don't control that. Calm down.
I knock on the door
Knock on you
in a
knock on the
haste.
door.
In a haste. How about that? Can I knock hastily?
You knock on the door in a haste, and after a few seconds, her mother Alice comes to the door, and she opens the door. She says, "Mike, why are you knocking on my door like that? And where have you been?"
Well, it's hard to explain, but I'm not gonna obviously see Rachel. I've been out of town. I was out of town on business. Just took a little longer than what I expected. So I'm hoping I can make up some time with my girl. I love her, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for her, and not and even for you for that matter. I do for you as well. So um, I just appreciate you answering the door for me.
Why do you always feel like you have to make speeches whenever I answer the door? That's crazy.
That's what it sounds like I gotta do. I don't.
Come on in, Mike. So you walk in into the very nice living room. Um, she is they're not rich or well off or anything like that, but they live in a nice, comfortable home.
Mm-hmm.
You walk through and you see Rachel, and Rachel is looking at you like she's happy to see you, but she's concerned because you haven't called her in multiple weeks and she hasn't been able to reach you. So she's standing there with her arms crossed. She doesn't say anything. What do you do?
Kind of step to her and just let her know I'm here now. I'm sorry I've been away so long.
Let's go to the back and talk.
Fair enough.
She leads you back to her room. You all sit down on the bed. She grabs your hand and she says, "I need you to tell me where you have been. I've been worried."
And I could tell her, um, well, to be honest with you, I was out of town on business. Um, I don't know how to explain this to you. You already know who I am. You already know what I can become. So I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to be a better person. And the thing is, I was away trying to make things better for me and you because I want to be with you. And despite where I've been, which technically I kind of didn't know because I was transported. So I don't exactly can't say exactly where I was, but I'm here now.
Roll a
So
knowledge check. I have a feeling we're going to do a lot of these today.
dog it. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10.
Add your logic score to it.
7. Oh
Oh,
no,
so
20.
your logic is your logic -3?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're out of combat logic score actually subtract 3. So you rolled a 7.
yeah.
Okay. So even though at the last meeting the benefactors made it clear where exactly you were, smack dab in the middle of Manhattan at the latest club, Club MH.
I thought I was in New York.
For some unknown reason, for some unknown reason, you can't remember where you were. Continue.
And it might be because I was mostly in Nightshade. And so sometimes that interferes with my memory. Uh,
Are you talking to the narrator? Or are you saying this out loud to your girl? Because she wouldn't know what you're talking about.
I, I'm talking to the. I'm talking to myself, but quiet. I'm,
Okay.
I'm, I'm remembering back or going back to that. You know how they take you back to a certain window in life. So I'm going back to that time and thinking to myself, I was in Nightshade most of that time.
Okay. Okay. So you've been gone for weeks. You don't know where you were. Why couldn't you call me, or why couldn't my calls get through?
I lost my phone. Actually, since we're here, I have to actually get another phone. So that hindered me. And being that I was somewhere, at least I thought that I couldn't reach out, that's where I've been. Plus, I've been unfortunately battling.
Roll a knowledge check. You are insane. What did you
Four,
roll?
8. So with the logic, I load a 5.
All right. So even if you did lose your phone, it's really crazy that you don't remember that you could communicate with anybody because the benefactors were blocking your signal somehow. Uh, but I guess you don't remember that.
It's vaguely coming back to me.
But okay, you lost your phone. So,
But that's what I got to give her. I can't.
so, so
I'm thinking in my mind, not talking to you. That's what I got to give her because I can't really reveal that I'm suiting up to go do battle. Okay,
okay, so
back
she
to
looks
reality.
at you and she says, "Okay, so you left, you lost your phone. For some reason, you couldn't get anywhere to borrow a phone, or they don't have a phone at your new job. This isn't making sense to me, Mike. I need you
Hey,
to tell me the truth."
babe, I'm here now. Listen, you know my life is complicated. You know my childhood. I'm trying to fix that. Let's just put it like that. And once I do fix it, believe me, you will appreciate it. So just
Roll a,
give me a chance with
roll a deception check.
that.
Doing a lot of lying today. This is gonna be an ego.
Ego, so 9.
Out
Uh,
of combat.
yep, 17.
What's your out of combat score for ego?
8.
Okay. All right. I don't know why she believes you, but she does. She relaxes, shoulders drop, and she embraces you. Says, "But I have to ask you, what are you going to be doing with your new job? What did they do for you? How are they going to make things better for us?"
I'm what you call a problem solver. and they assign me, let's just say, different objects that I have to take care of. But it's frugal and it's going to make me some money. Money where I can buy us a house, move us, go anywhere you want to go. That's
Roll a perception check with an edge because of your heightened senses.
ooh,
With an edge, you can re-roll your lowest dice.
uh, okay. So I got a
It's gonna be vigilance.
vigilance. Yeah, 6, 10, 13, 15.
Okay, so because of your heightened senses that you now have because of the symbiote that you didn't tell your girl about, uh, and because you just happen to be a very aware person due to your ninja training and your special abilities, you're able to sense that despite the fact that she's believing you or choosing to believe you, you can see with her body language that she is uncomfortable and does not like the way you're responding to her, the vague way you're telling her things, but she is letting it go at the moment.
Okay.
She says, "Okay, Mike, I trust you. I love you too, but I'm very concerned about how secretive you're being right now."
Not trying to be secretive. I'm trying to be protective of you. So it's not so much secretive, but when the time comes, you'll know everything. But until then, I just want to keep you safe because you remember the last time what happened when you got kidnapped, and I had to come save you, and that's when you found out about my other friends, and so um, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to keep you safe because I love you.
Speaking of your other friends, are you going to be working for them too?
uh, the other friends I was referring to was me, myself, and I. It's so, and you know about the other two. So that's the friends I was talking about. But now, if you want to know if I'll be working with other people, then yes, I will be working with other people. Um, and hopefully things turn out the way they should.
As you're saying this, you you notice that her mother has come up close to the room and is just standing there. Now, Alice is not a very confrontational woman, which is probably why her daughter Rachel is the way that she is, but she clearly is disapproving of this situation, and she is also not very trustworthy of you at the moment. But that's okay. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I thought maybe we can go out to eat and maybe do some more talking. Talk about the future. Talk about things like where would you like to live? Do you want kids? Just how much I miss you and how much I love you. So wherever you want to go, it's your choice.
Okay, let's let's go to that new Italian spot that opened a few months ago.
Okay.
Miriano's.
That sounds no, that sounds very Italian. uh, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Just let me take a shower and we can be off.
All right. I'm gonna spare everyone
The shower thing.
the shower. So you go, you take a shower, get a rest, uh, come out, you get dressed, she gets dressed, I'm assuming you guys hop in a vehicle, drive to the restaurant. You guys are sitting at the restaurant. Apparently, you had something to talk about, so she's all ears. Go ahead.
So my thing is, um, you know how much I love you, and in my eyes, you've saved my life. So I know that you're the one for me, and I would like to have a chance to build a life with you. So I know I don't have a ring, but I'm asking, would you marry me?
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's way too much caking going on in this episode, and I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, see, I'm talking.
Rolling ego check so we can see how good your game is here. Oh, gone. You landed on thick.
Ego. So I add the eight.
Yep.
That's 10, 13, 21.
21.
21. 21.
Okay. That's a very good roll. So what did you roll on your marble die by chance?
4.
Okay. So you see tears welling up in the corners of her eyes. She says, I cannot believe I'm surprised. Um, yes, I'll marry you. Gets up, she can't contain herself. She's crying happy tears. She hugs you, jumps into your arms. Everybody in the restaurant sees this. They start applauding. Um, now what?
So we sit back down and say, "Hey, babe, okay, well, I'm so glad. Let's eat and let's get out of here and go somewhere quiet and nice so we can just enjoy the night."
As soon as you say that, you get a phone call. Guess your phone was with you all along.
No, I just picked this phone up, babe. I just picked it up.
No, that's me talking. That's not her.
Oh,
So you look at the phone and you see Martin Mercury on the phone. Do you answer?
hello.
You don't answer.
I don't answer.
I say, do you answer?
Oh yeah, I go ahead and answer it.
All right. Says Mike, where are you?
Uh, at the current time, I'm in New Mexico.
Okay. I need you to be in New Mexico at base. We gotta talk.
Okay, can I get about an hour?
That's fine. Make
All
it quick.
right.
All right. So she says, who is that?
That's my boss, babe. So I'm not that I'm cutting this short. And we're gonna finish eating here. I wanted to do some other things with you, but I gotta go check in. I didn't think it'd be this soon, but I gotta go check in. But I will get back in touch with you, and I will give you my new number here. And
Bro, when did you buy a phone? Please stop with this phone stuff. Stop it.
okay, I got a call. I got a call. I had to answer something, so I was given this phone.
No, you just lost. You just didn't know you had your phone. Anyway,
Oh,
go. All right, so you make sure she gets home safe,
yeah.
and
Had
and
to
what do you do?
had to go meet Mercury.
All right, so you work for an organization, a secret organization known as the Doomers. Um, you don't know much about the organization. All you know is that the man that you are, they're responsible for.
Right.
Uh, so the training, the experimentations that gave you the powers that you have, all became because of your affiliation with the Doomers. And the way the organization operates is you work with a certain person for training and for assignments, and that's all you really know about the organization. Uh, Headquarters is deep in the desert, in a way, in an area that is not would not be easily accessible for anyone to find, and even if they got there, they wouldn't know exactly what it was. It's in a hidden bunker that only the operatives know the location of. So you make your way to it, and as you step down into the bunker area, the hidden cameras can scan your body so that they know that you belong. The door opens and you walk in. As you walk into this area, this very plain, uh, very unassuming corridor area. You step to an elevator, uh, step into it, and the elevator automatically takes you to your area. As you step out into a large room, you see Martin Mercury. He walks up to you, daps you up. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Start talking.
So what's up, Marguerite? As you know, I've been off trying to get my assignment done. It hasn't quite worked out yet.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, you gave me a couple of assassination assignments, and
What are we talking about? How did what assassination assignments? That's what we do.
yeah, I know, and I missed.
I'm gonna have you roll a knowledge check before you say something crazy. Because you sound like you about to say something crazy.
No. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 5. Just logic, right?
Yes. Yeah. Your low score is a reflection of how you just say crazy things for some reason. Martin Mercury has had no contact with you to be giving you any assignments since you've been gone. So you about to be informing him, not the other way around.
Well, like I
Somehow,
said,
despite your low roll, you know that before you start talking. So listen, Mike.
all right.
I know that you got this invitation, and I know you decided to go. I need you to tell me what happened. Who'd you see? What's going on?
Uh, well, I saw quite a few people. Um, you saw one of my assignments, and we ran into other benefactors. Uh, and these
Okay.
benefactors were different people who end up helping us and giving us powers or upgrades. And so I ran into this one guy. Uh, his name is Grant Ward. You may or may not know him. I don't know. He works for Shield.
We
But
we know about Grant Ward, known traitor, worked for Shields, worked for Hydra.
yeah,
You don't want to be careful with that guy.
yeah, I know. But he did do something for me. Kind of changed a little bit. I mean, I got my other powers, but I have a symbiote attached to me.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, you're right. I got a symbiote attached to me. But
wait. You wearing a symbiote right now.
yes, I love it though, man. It's like it took my own regular powers and just took them to a whole nother level. I feel good about this, man.
Wait,
And
hold on, man. You way too excited about this. So you've had the symbiote. How long have you had it? So you've been gone almost 3 weeks. How long have you had the symbiote?
I've only had the similar for about maybe a week. Um,
It's been longer than that, but
well, oh, I guess we go by real time.
no,
Oh,
you
um,
got the symbiote after a few days that you were there.
okay.
So you haven't had any problems with the symbiote this whole time?
So far, it's been working in my favor. Um, and
And how much do you know about symbiotes?
well, I do know they come from another planet. I do understand the fact that they look for hosts, and he kind of talks to me. He wants to bond with me permanently, but I don't know if
You sure about that?
I don't know if that's a good idea though.
Listen,
Because I think he's a little nuts, but so am I. So it kind of seems like it's working out so far.
so Mongrel wakes up and his head splits out from the side of yours and says, "You know I can hear you, right?"
Yeah, I'm hoping that we cool. You know, I just gave you
Well,
compliments.
you just call me nuts. I,
Yes,
Mongrel thinks you're nuts.
I am. I am. So two nuts equal crazy. That's what happens.
He goes back into your clothing. And so Mercury is looking at wide eye like, I've never seen a symbiote that was burgundy colored before. Where did you find this dude?
Got him from Grant Ward.
Where did Grant Ward tell you about the symbiote? Where did he get it from?
I'm not sure. He just happened to have it. But
Roll
uh,
a knowledge check. This dude here, man.
target
This dude here.
5. Oh, I can't. No, that's knowledge.
For some unknown reason, you don't remember that Grant Ward told you exactly where he got the symbiote from.
He stole it. I think I remember he
He
said he stole it.
this is a symbiote that was found on a roaming wolf. This particular symbiote was
That's right.
discovered during the invasion of Null that happened about a year or so ago, and
I remember now.
many different symbiotes actually survived that event. And they found this one. This one's been bonded to a wolf for so long that he started to develop traits of the wolf, which is why you develop certain traits now that he's bonded to you.
Right.
Um, so apparently, since you don't even remember where it came from, you also don't remember the weaknesses of the symbiote,
Yeah,
which is different from the regular weaknesses of the symbiote.
I do remember the weaknesses. So
No, you do, but your character doesn't because you roll like trash. So, um, there's that. So they say, okay, well, all I know is it comes with pros and cons. Um, our organization keeps abreast of everything. So we do know that those symbiotes are a bit different than the ones that are spider based. So I don't know exactly what that means at the moment, but you're gonna have to be careful with that thing, man.
yeah, I know. I think I can handle it though.
All right, so you told me that there was one of your contracts there. Who are you talking about?
um, High evolutionary. was there.
High evolutionary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, who put a contract out on high evolutionary?
Our faction did. The Doomers.
Hey, man. Uh, you got that from me?
uh, well, Mercury, at the time, I didn't receive it from you. I just got a phone call that I
You got a,
assume came from the Doomers.
you got a phone call.
Yes.
When was this?
Probably a couple of weeks before I was taken to Manhattan, New York.
You still got it in your phone records?
Uh, Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that.
All
I
right.
definitely didn't. I definitely didn't give you an assignment to take out the high evolutionary. First of
No,
all, first of all, you would have no chance of taking out the high evolutionary. We need to figure out where that came from, and we need to figure out why that would even be the case. Yeah, let me get your phone real quick.
here it is.
All right, so he takes your phone, he goes over to a computer, uh, inputs a little information. He roll for that. Very poor roll. So whatever it is, he's not able to figure out where it came from, but it seems to be something strange going on as far as where that contact was. So he looks at you like, Mike, I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you right now, we didn't put a contract out on high evolutionary. That's very weird. And why would you take a phone call? You know we don't contact you like that. You know you only work through me.
That's true.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful.
It came up the
All right.
Doomers. It came up the Doomers. So I don't know if it was a hacker or not. I didn't check into it. Should
So
have used my
the
own skill.
caller ID on your phone came up the Doomers. That's what you're telling me.
Well, it didn't come up the Doomers, but our caller ID as far as the numbers that we use, the coded numbers, which lets me know it's the Doomers, came up.
I can't really figure out what happened here. Whoever did this is good. We'll have to worry about that later. But you need to, if anything else like this happens, you let me know. All right. I got a job for you, but before that, I need you to tell me the people that you ran into with the benefactors, and we'll see if there's anybody there that you might need to take out for us.
Well, there was a few guys there that I like there was Gray Lion was there.
Never heard of that. Never heard of him. Who was that?
He's some sort of uh, guy that has this skill with weaponry, and he has different devices that he works off of with his. I think he has a belt, I believe, that
Belt.
gives him other weapons.
Who was he? Batman?
I almost, I,
Okay, well, we don't know him.
yeah.
Anybody else?
So there is there is okay. There was he's an X-Man,
There was an
long shot.
X-Man there.
He's long shot. Long shot was there.
Okay.
Uh, there also was Toxin. She was there.
Toxin.
T- Doxy. Doxy. What's the name?
Oh, that crazy broad.
Yes. Um, there was Mainframe. No, not Mainframe. What's his name? Mainline. Mainline. There was a guy there named Mainline. I don't like him. So, but we'll see.
We don't know. We've never heard of him either.
And there also was a guy there. Um, let's see, what was his name? I got it. I wrote some of these names down because I wanted to. I needed to come back to him. What was that name? And one
Check,
guy,
check
I
your phone.
I one guy I couldn't stand. Uh, oh yeah. One guy I couldn't stand.
You are hilarious.
Henchman. Didn't like Henchman. Ran into
Who's
all
that?
Henchman and Mainline are problems, I think. Other than that, some of the other guys like Nick Halden, there was Weapon L, he was there. Cray Stone, I'm sure you probably don't know none of these guys. Slate, I like Slate. But some of these benefactors, like there was
Yeah,
Gorilla Man.
so none of these guys that you mentioned, we don't know any of them.
Okay. But
Uh,
there
who are the?
was
Tell us about the guys that are supposedly that they're supposed to help you.
so
Maybe they're more established.
there was Power Broker. He
Who?
was there. His name was Power Broker.
What
Uh,
did he look like?
man.
Looked like a man. Mike, you better be glad you're good at what you do on the field, man, because this is crazy.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to.
I do know a Gorilla Man. He looked like a gorilla, but he's dead, so we don't have to worry about him.
Okay,
Um,
wait. Slow down. Power broker. Um, I'm just gonna be very open about this. Was this guy huge or was he skinny?
no, Power Broker, he was huge.
Oh boy. Um, okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to check back on that. All right, who else was there?
There was a guy there named Paladin. Ezekiel Sims was there.
Aladdin Short gets around.
Yeah, I told you about Evolutionary and Grant Ward already. Arcade was there. Noger was there. White Wolf was
You
there.
don't you don't know no gore. You know long shot.
Oh shit.
All
Yeah.
right, White Wolf was there.
White Wolf and Iron
Okay,
Manga was there.
Ironmonger. Okay, give me a second. So he goes over to his computer. Says, okay, Paladin is untouchable. That's all I can give you on that. You didn't get into any conversations with him, did you?
No, no.
Well, a knowledge check. There he is.
I think I did. 6, 9, 10, 7.
All right. For some unknown reason, you don't recall that during the selection process, you wanted to work with Paladin, and he basically told you to get your crazy self on somewhere. And you told him, basically threatened him afterwards.
That's true.
But you don't remember that.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna mean in the future. But
Well,
you don't remember that. Uh,
nice.
however, your symbiote does. All right. So he gets up from the computer. He's like, oh, okay. So Toxidoxy has made a lot of enemies. Same for Arcade. Somebody always wants that dude dead. So both of them have contracts on their heads, open contracts. Uh, also, that kid Ezekiel Stain, he has contracts on him as well. I want you to be careful though, Mike, because turning on this group that you joined, you can't do it. You probably don't want to get caught. Sound like you got a lot of powerful people there.
Well, yeah, but you know how you know me. I've always been able to handle things, myself, and with these powers that y'all gave me already, let's say my behind more than I can say. So, but now with this symbiote, man, um, we're talking a whole new game. So,
That symbiote might be more trouble than it's worth. You know how we operate. You know if you get in trouble, we're not coming to save you.
yeah, I know.
So you need to be careful about whatever you do. You might be able to make more money working with them than working against them.
Yeah, but those open contracts is I still gotta look, man. My loyalty still lies with the Doomers. My loyalty lies with you. I owe everything to you. You trained me, man. You taught me how to survive. Not to mention the skills you gave me. So, um,
And that's why I'm telling you that this is a unique situation. You need to think about it before you just try to cash in on a couple contracts. If you're working with a group that's planning on helping you out and getting you money, it might be better to just make money. You got to think about this, Mike. But it's up to you. We'll leave that up to you. And you'll be able to set your situation better than we can from where we are. Now let's talk about this job.
all right,
We got a contract for you. Have you ever heard of Silvermane?
Silverman. Yeah, I've heard of Silverman.
All right. So there's been this big Maggia war the last couple of years uh, between Silvermane, the Nefaria family, uh, Tombstone, and a few other players. And Tombstone won that battle and was basically controlling the entire Maggia family until Kingpin came around and threw everything off. But you know how these things goes with these mafia guys. They fight to the end.
Right.
And the person that put out this contract is just simply tired of Silvermane and his old won't die self. So they want you to take him out.
Okay.
If you know anything about Silvermane, you know that pretty much his original body doesn't exist anymore. His only his head is intact inside a giant like robot, along with some of his organs inside it. In order to fulfill this contract, you need to find a way to get rid of and destroy all of his actual living parts.
Okay.
All
I
right, so go ahead.
can do that. Well, where is he at? First of all, do you know?
Of course I know. So he's hiding out in a mansion close to the lake in New York. I'll send you the coordinates on your phone, encrypted, of course, and we need you to take care of that immediately. You have a way to get to New York tonight?
I do. I actually have transports that can be transported there instantly. Um, so all I need is an address.
Okay. Only thing we can tell you is that uh, Silvermane's been hiding up in some type of bunker in this mansion. So you're gonna have to get in, figure out where he's at, and then you're gonna have to take him out. Uh, if you can do it quietly, that will probably be best. Uh, It's up to you how you handle it.
Yeah, I prefer that. Plus, with my newfound skills, um, that may not be a problem.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Okay,
All right.
I get
What do
the
you do?
getting the coordinates on my phone. Right, I use
Yep.
my I use
You get everything you need.
everything I need. I am the weapon. So
Oh, with you monologuing for no reason. All right. So you
I got
take
my slippers. I got my slippers.
all right, your slippers are going to give you access to already created portal. You cannot create portals with the slippers. So what you can do is you can go back to the portal that got you to New Mexico,
Right.
take that back to the base, or take that to the portal that yeah, you can take it back to the base portal and make your way uh to the mansion from there. It's not too far from where you are. Um so we're just gonna say you did that,
Okay.
and you're fully powered and fully rested, so you'll be good to go. Now, this place, in order to get to this place, you're gonna have to go down the highway to a nice little place off in the cut by the lake. And how do you want to get there?
I take a car.
Take a car.
A car.
Where are you getting the car from?
Um, Actually, I'll get a motorbike and I'll rent it.
So you're going to rent a motorbike.
Yes.
It's like it's already late. Just came from dinner. I'm gonna say it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, so I'm not renting a car or a motorbike. I would like to. So basically, I'm going to start walking and then use my powers to maybe climb buildings to help maybe get me there a little faster
You're on the highway.
on the highway. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to carjack a car. That's what I'm going to do.
You're gonna carjack a car.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
Okay.
do. And with the
Are
symbiote,
you where are you gonna attempt to hijack this car?
I'm going to look for somebody on the side of the road.
On the side of the road on the highway, or this is before you get to the highway?
This is actually, I did that. That's right. I'll just steal a car, a
Okay.
parked car. I'll take a parked car.
All right. So you go up to a parked car. Um, how are you gonna steal it?
uh, Pop the lock. Use my powers to pop the lock, or my strength, my symbiote strength. Pop the lock.
You
Open it up.
tell me, you got to tell me what you're gonna do. How you doing it?
I'm popping the lock. Opening the
How?
door
How are you popping the lock?
with my finger, just pushing it in, pushing
Oh,
it
you're gonna
in.
break it.
I don't. I look. I just need to get there. I don't need the car to get back. So,
All right. So roll a melee strength check.
ugh, man, my rolls is terrible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 14.
14 is good enough. So you simply jab at the lock with your finger, and it completely goes through,
Wait a
and
minute. Wait a
you
minute. I
huh?
use. Am I using out of combat? I use out of combat.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
So
right.
it goes straight through,
Okay.
breaks the car. Uh, roll a vigilance check.
It's 10, 7, 8, 9, 11.
All right. So there are people walking around still at night, but nobody's picked up on anything weird, despite The fact you just broke this car. So you get in the car. All right, now how are you gonna get the car started?
Basically, I'm going under, use my streetwise skills, pull the wire
I
down.
don't know what that means, but okay. What are you doing?
I said I was using my streetwise skill
Uh,
and pull it down.
I'm gonna need you to stop trying to make how tags and trace be something they aren't.
Well,
So
I did
are
come
you
in.
hot wiring? Are you hot
Yes,
wiring the
hot
car?
wiring the
Okay.
car from my old days.
Roll a knowledge check.
That uses
Logic.
oh logic, yeah. 6.
So you attempt to hot wire the car and it's not working.
So um fortunately, I look up, I pull down, the sunblock or the sunshade or whatever, and the keys fall out.
Roll a what? You are not a narrator, sir. Roll a business check.
A
You can't just
vigilance.
make key. You can't just make keys fall from out of nowhere. What's wrong with you? Shoot, this dude here is something else.
9, 10, 11. Uh,
You need to roll a 20 for
uh,
this to work.
20.
Because you ain't nobody just leaving their keys at the top of a visor. What's wrong with you?
Well, I didn't make it.
All right, so no keys in the
No
car.
keys. I
What are you
look
gonna
up,
do?
try to see if there's keys in there. No keys. So I get out of that car, I go to the next car. I'm gonna try another car. Do the same thing. I punch the keyhole. I get up and I attempt to hotwire that car.
So
This car
you
happens
just
to
going
be
down the street, just breaking cars.
hey, I'm a villain. What can I say?
Why don't you just take a car that somebody's driving?
Well, it's 10 o'clock at night. Not all the cars out.
It's New York. It's somebody out.
Somebody out. Okay.
Okay, but you want to break another car.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a melee check. Again.
All right. 20.
All right. You punch the car so hard that the door falls off.
Yeah,
Now
that
you
might
get in the
work.
car.
That might not work.
Roll a vigilance check.
Ooh, 6, 10. I don't know. 12.
12. Okay. Uh so when you hit the car with such power, somebody noticed it and they don't know who you are or what you are, but they know that they just saw you punch a car so hard that the door fell off. So they scream and start running down the street. What do you do?
Um, I start going the other way, and now I'm looking for somebody driving so that I
All
can take
right.
that car.
So as you're walking down the street, you get to a red light. You see a young man in a sports car pull up, stop at the red light.
I basically go up to him and
Go up to the car and do what?
yeah, I kind of tap on the window.
He looks up at you, looking at you like you're crazy, and then
Right.
looks away and locks his door.
And basically what I do is I smash through the window and kind of pull him out.
All right, roll a melee check.
22.
All right. So you punch through the window, hit the guy in the face. He's knocked out. Pull him out the car. And the car. Well, what do you do when you knock him out?
Pull him out the car, and then
All
I
right. You
kind of with the
pull him out the
symbiote
car, and the car starts rolling down the street.
with the symbiote, I hold the car in place,
Okay.
and I use my other arm with the symbiote to put him on the curb, so he's not in the street.
All right. So you lay him on the curb, you get in the car, and you're on your way.
On my way.
All right. So you're on your way. Um, People saw this take place. So whether there are police being called or not, we'll have to see that. We'll figure that out later on. But apparently, you're not worried about that. So it's a smooth little drive to this area where the mansion is, and it's like in its own little area. As you pull up, there's a little guard tower with a gate, and you pull up. Guard walks up to you, says, "Where you headed, man?" You tell that he's armed. You don't know how many guards there are.
Well, I kind of tell him I have a meeting uh, with. Oh my goodness.
With Silvermane?
Yeah, I have a meeting with Silverman. He reached out to me to do a contract for
Who are you?
him. My name is Michael Baxter.
Michael Baxter.
Yes.
All right, 1 second. So he goes and he starts to check to see if there's any expected arrivals. He comes back, he pulls out a machine gun, and he says, "There's nobody expecting any Michael Baxters. I need you to get out of here, man."
Well, I am a computer hacker,
I don't. Okay,
and I can't use my phone
what does that have to do?
while he's gone. I can use my phone to hack their system and add
You
my
can use
name.
your phone to hack their system. That's how you think it works.
I'm
All
pretty.
right. So let's try this. So in the before he came up to you and said, in the short amount of time that it took him to go check a list, all right, you go ahead and roll a logic check to see if you're able to pull your phone out and hack the system and put your name in there.
Well,
System that you're not even sure exists. You're gonna need to roll extremely high on this.
so for the record, when he comes back with the gun, I'm a,
No, I need you to roll. I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about. You are not a narrator. I don't know what you think this is, sir.
long that he new shoes. A re-roll or one fell off the table.
Go ahead and re-roll. Logic check.
Uh, 8.
Uh, you have an edge because you're a hacker. So go ahead and re-roll your lowest die.
Okay. Ooh, 6.
You rolled a 6.
Yep.
So what's
So
your score?
let's see. 13.
All right. You needed to hit a 16. So he comes back with his gun pulled. And he says, "Yeah, nobody's expecting a Michael Baxter. I need you to back out of here." What do you do?
Uh, okay. So I go and I reach for his gun to pull it away.
Reach for his gun?
Well, start using my martial arts skills.
I'm just asking, is that what you do? Are you
Yeah,
sure that's what you want to do?
that's what I'm doing. I'm reaching for the gun to pull it away from.
Roll for initiative.
All right. What am I checking with?
Initiative is going to be your initiative modifier.
8 and plus 2, 10.
Do you have situational awareness as a trait?
Yep.
You have an edge. So don't forget it's your initiative has an edge. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. I wrote it down.
All right, you got the first turn.
Okay. So I'm rolling to go after this gun.
Uh, this is going to be a grapple attempt on his gun. Yes.
So that's a melee attack, right?
Yep. I need you to roll for that. Yes.
Come on. 5 plus. Oh, I don't know. What am I rolling against?
You're gonna add you're gonna roll all three of your dice. And you're gonna
I did.
add your melee ability score to that.
So 2, 4, 12.
All right. So you reach up, try to grab his gun. You're able to do so. You grab it. What do? You do?
Okay.
You now have the ability to use a reaction. Uh, well, I don't know what powers you have, so let me be quiet. You grappled his gun.
Okay. Um. So I have I can go into no, I can't get there yet. So what do I need to do so I can go into a night shape?
You can transform at the start of your uh you had the ability to transform at the start of your turn. So is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna transform to night shape.
Okay, so you transform in a nightshade. Hey, transform in a nightshade. And it's his turn now.
Yeah.
Uh he's gonna yell out, hey, this guy's trying to break in. And while he's yelling that out, he's gonna attempt to escape from your grapple, his gun. What's your your melee defense?
17.
So he tries to pull it out, he's trying to jerk it back, and your grip on the gun is too strong. So he lets go of the gun and uses his movement to run back to the guard tower. That's his turn.
Okay.
His partner that's already inside the guard tower, he calls in and informs someone that there's a guy on the outside of the gate trying to get into the mansion. And he steps out, gun out, uh, cocks his gun. He's going to point it at you and he says, listen, I don't know who you are. We need you to back out of here right now. And he's withholding his action at the moment. What do you do?
Um, check something real quick. Um, I'll tell you what I will do. I'm gonna attempt to take a shuriken and throw it into the barrel of the gun.
How are you doing that?
Nice shake.
What allows you to do that? It's not your turn. What are you
I
talking
thought you
about?
said it was my turn. I thought you said he's passing. Oh,
No, I said, what do you do? I said he's withholding his action. He's waiting for you to respond.
oh, okay. Well, I'll say, well, I'm gonna insist that I had an appointment. Listen, I got an appointment. Y'all need to check y'all computers again. I'm sorry. It was a reaction that I've taken this, but you see who I am, and I don't want to make trouble. So please let me pass.
All right, so he tries to shoot you.
So try to shoot me.
So I don't know why you think that was gonna work.
But that's the reaction I want though, because I need to know.
Okay.
So as he shoots me, I'll
Oh,
use.
hold on a second. I have to let me roll.
Oh, okay.
So, um, rolls a 17. That hit.
Hit me where?
Does a 17 hit your agility defense?
Oh, you asking me? Oh, shoot.
Yes. You know what your defense is. Does a 17 hit your agility
Yeah,
defense?
17 hits.
Okay. So if you had any reactions, this would be the time to do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use my blink. I'm gonna teleport behind
Okay,
him.
is that how much does that cost?
Nothing. From what I read,
That's
it's the
free?
reaction. It's when I get attacked. I
No, I'm
can.
saying, is it free?
I believe so.
I don't think that's free, bro. Come on now.
Well, let's look at it.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
I just looked at it. Oh, where's that?
I got it. Uh,
Oh,
right, it is free.
yep.
Right, so you use your reaction. You use your reaction, and uh, the guy picks up his machine gun. He fires a three-shot burst into the car right at your head, and there's a dark flicker, almost smoke-like, sinewy silhouette-like movement, and it's almost as if the bullets go right through you. So now the guy's looking crazy. Right, what do you do?
So
Your turn.
I blink behind him and I kind of grab him and I tell him I don't want to hurt you, but I just need to see your boss. So I'm holding on to him.
Roll an intimidation check with ego.
12. Go with my. That's the ability score, right?
Yep.
21.
You're out of combat ego score.
Oh, out of combat. Okay. So that's 20.
All right. So he puts his arms up and he drops the gun. It's all right, man. The other guy behind you takes a shot at you. It's his turn. He rolls an 18, and you don't know that he's shooting you because you're not looking at him. So,
I hear him though.
you hear what? The bullet? You ain't that fast. What you talking about? All right, so it's a fantastic success. So it pops up a couple into your back. It's gonna be 14 points of damage. Says, man, what are you doing? Reinforcements on the way. What do? The other guy,
I don't think you
yeah,
want to do that.
the
And
other guy, it's the other guy's turn. Um, you don't have him grappled or anything, so he runs over to where his gun was at and picks it up, turns around and tries to shoot you. He rolls a fantastic failure.
ugh,
So when he tries to shoot you, his gun his gun goes off and it shoots in your direction and almost hits his friend, knocking the gun out of his friend's hand. And he says, "Look, man, I'll take you where you got to go, but you got to take care of him first."
so it's my turn.
Drinking Hennessy on camera. Yes, it's your turn.
So it sounds like my symbiote is getting a little antsy. So
How do you know that?
I can feel him, and he's talking in my head.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so I'll turn around and I'm going to use my barrage.
But actually, don't forget that you got shot by the other guy, so you're actually in berserker mode right now.
Oh, that's true too.
You have to do you only got melee right now. You got to try to beat an ego check of 14, which probably won't be that hard for you.
I got to roll for the check.
Yep.
Yeah, 20 again.
All right, so you're no longer in berserker mode, and go ahead. What you gonna do?
Since I got to try to take him out, hopefully without killing him.
Running out of time. Reinforcements have been called in. They're on their way.
I'm gonna use my elemental barrage on him.
Your which one? What are you talking about?
Using my shurikens.
I don't think you have elemental barrage with shadow. But you only have elemental barrage with sound.
Oh,
I mean, which is fine. You can still use it.
nice shade. Oh, elemental barrage sound. That's right. I can use my elemental blast though. That should be enough
Right?
to knock him out.
How much does that cost?
Uh,
So with elemental blast, it's going to cost you 5, but you can also spend more focus if you want and add more damage to it.
oh, elemental blast. Yeah, 5 or more focus. Um, yeah, my focus. You know what? I'm gonna use 15 of it.
You're going to pay 15 focus.
Well, Yeah. Plus 5. Yeah. 15 altogether.
All right, make sure you keep track of it. So go ahead and roll.
Oh, give me 1 second. I just gotta get a pen. I should have had
Bruh.
it. I'm here. I can't write it down. I'm trying to keep focused. I can't. I got it. Okay. Uh,
Did you write the 14 help damage that you took down to?
no, I used my calculator on my phone.
All
So,
right.
but I know 15. I can remember that. So 15 focus and something number elemental blast. What does
Right.
that use? That
It's an
use
agility attack. It's a
agility.
ranged attack, so it's your agility.
Okay. That's it. Oh, I see what that was. It's a 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. What did you roll on your marble die?
I rolled a 4.
And what's your melee damage multiplier?
It's 2 times 5, 10. 17.
What's your melee? I mean, your agility damage multiplier.
Oh, agility. You said melee.
That's
Agility.
but that's not. It's definitely not 17.
Oh no. Agility is
Is it 6?
6 times 6.
It's not 6 times 6. It's 6.
Yeah.
Are you looking at your damage multiplier?
Yeah. But I'm looking at the numbers that so I don't count the numbers that use the times though, right? Like there's a number in front and then
So there is is Marvel. It's going to be your Marvel die times your
that's what
multiplier. So your
okay.
multiplier for agility, I believe, is 6, correct?
Right. 4 times 6 is 24, 27
But
altogether.
it's actually going to be more because you paid 10 extra. So you're doing
Oh, that's right. Because my focus, I pay more focus.
unnecessary amount of damage.
Like I said, try to knock them out. The clock is
You're
ticking.
doing so you you spread your arms out and you create multiple shurikens and fling them a barrage of not a barrage but just a strong blast of elemental shurikens
Yeah.
at this guy and you just pilfer his body shurikens and to the point where there are holes in his body. He falls out just dead. Because that's what villains do.
I wasn't trying to.
The other guy sees this and says, "All right, man, look, we there's going to be reinforcements on the way right now. You have a way to get us out of sight so we can get in because they're going to be expecting you now."
Yeah, I do. So just tell me which way to go, and we're gonna teleport there. Use my blade power.
How you teleporting? Well, you
Oh,
using blink.
I can't use that.
You
Never
using
mind.
blink. You using blink.
Yeah, but that's only when I get attacked though, right?
I don't believe so.
I thought it said when I get attacked.
Let me see.
It's only when I get attacked. Now, usually I know because I was studying that
Oh
one.
yeah. It is only when you get attacked. All right, so he said, well, really the only way that you'll be able to get in is either through the front of the mansion or to try to go around back. There's a back entrance, or you can try to get in through the garage, which is on the left side. But I don't know how you're going to get there without being seen at this point. Plus, there's cameras all around the building.
So I'm counting on the fact that I have the symbiote strength and the symbiote to protect me.
Just tell me what to do, man.
I'm going to the garage. I'm going through the garage. I work my way up.
Okay, so you guys, you're okay. So you're running to the left. You're running past the gate. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and you running to the left of to the left area, but it's an open area, so you can be seen. So as you're doing this, you see four more Magia guys that have come out of the mansion, and they see you. Um, roll for initiative.
Well, so far, so much for quiet.
Well, that you chose not to be quiet.
Right.
You're fully healed again, too, by the way.
Yep. 14, 16.
Okay. All right. So there are four of these guys. They are at a far distance. So it's up to you how you if you choose to engage with them or not. All four of them are just gonna dash towards you in a formation that will allow them to flank you. Uh, they are a good 40 feet away.
Okay.
Big property. Well, the guy looks at you and is like, man, you should don't even try to fight them. You're trying to get the silver man out soon.
Yes.
Just run around them.
Or are they charging me?
They're 40 feet away. That's eight spaces.
Okay.
The more noise you make, the more people are gonna come.
So I'm gonna see here. Well, I do have sneaky.
You can't
So
sneak when they're looking dead at you.
uh
You have a job to do. You should probably try to do that.
a job, yeah. So I'm gonna take his advice and we're gonna try to sneak around and go around them.
They know you're there. How are you sneaking? They can see you.
I didn't say I was sneaking. We're running. We're gonna
Okay,
run.
so you're gonna run in towards the direction of the garage while they're running towards you. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
Are you taking him with you?
Yes.
Okay. How are you making him go with you?
Pretty much grabbing him by the hand and pulling him along with me.
All right. Roll a melee grab.
22.
All right. So you got him. Grab him. Pick him up, and you're running towards the garage. So as you're doing this, uh, Mongo's getting impatient. He's gonna try to take over, and he succeeds. So Mongo, you haven't fed me.
Oh,
And the guy that you grabbed said, "Wait, what? You're gonna attempt to bite this guy's head?" And he just gets it. So Mongrel,
I could have took him into the other people
Mongrel,
like they had.
Mongrel, Mongrel literally just takes this guy's head off and swallows it. Ah, delicious. And then he could see his control again. So The other, the other four Maggia toughs, they continue to run directly at you full speed. They are now 30 feet away from you, and you are approximately 30 feet away from the garage area. But now you don't even know where he was trying to take you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attempt to. I'm gonna have to fight him. I'm gonna attempt to.
You don't
Take,
have to.
yeah, but I don't know where I'm going, so I
You know
need to.
you're going in the house.
Well, I still need one of them to guide me.
Okay. So you're going towards them.
Well, I'm gonna try to. Oh, I got something even better. So they still see me?
Yes. They just saw you bite the head off of a guy.
Oh, I was hoping to get out their range, but I guess not.
You're not in their range currently. They're
I
they're
mean,
30 feet away.
get out their sight. That's what I was trying to say, because
That's not happening.
I was gonna try to disguise myself as one of them.
I mean, you can try it. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So
Maybe you should have
basically,
tried that when you pulled up to the gate.
that
Maybe you should have
would
tried it then.
that would have been a good idea. So I'm going to attempt to run to the garage, get in the house, and evade them.
Okay,
And
well,
maybe
you can only get you're about 20 feet from the garage now. If you make a full dash towards the garage, they can see you, so they're just gonna keep following you. They are now 20 feet away from you, and at that range, they can take a shot at you with their machine guns with trouble. All four of them are going to try to do that same time, and they rolled excellently. They rolled an 18, and you're not looking at them. So, oh wait, I forget. They have trouble. Got to re-roll one. Oh, they still got it. So, all of them are going to roll for to hit you, and it's going to be. So they all four of them are doing 6 points of damage to you. So you're taking 24 points of damage. You were fully healed because you were out of combat for long enough to heal that with your healing factor. So you're back to whatever your maximum health is, but now you subtract 24 from that.
okay.
And they're going to continue coming towards you. It's on you.
Well, at this point, I got to fight to attempt to take them out.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to attempt to use the. I'm going to attempt to use the blast again.
You're using elemental blast?
Yeah. Let me see something real quick.
How much are you paying?
Hold on one second. I'm trying to.
You got to get closer to him to do this. You got to get at least 10 feet to him. So
Yeah.
actually, you're not in enough. You don't have the range to do that.
Well, I'm in. Oh yeah, because I'm in berserker mode, right?
Yeah, you are in berserker mode. So first thing you need to do is you need to roll the ego check. I forgot about that.
12 and 4, 16.
All
And
right. So you won it.
then elemental blast, elemental first. I think I'm gonna use elemental burst.
You're still 20 feet away. You're not close enough to use elemental
But
burst.
they hit me, so I'm gonna blink toward them.
No, that's not how that works. Um,
I can't blink
oh no,
twice.
you're close enough. I'm sorry, you're close enough. If you move 5 spaces, you'll be close enough.
Okay. Yeah, because the range is 10. Actually, elemental burst is 10 spaces.
Yeah,
So,
you good.
okay.
You should be able to hit all of them.
And they'll take double damage if I'm.
Just roll your agility.
Okay. 11. 18.
All right. What's you rolling your marble die?
It was a 4.
All right. So you're doing
Multiple.
27 points of damage to them. Um, you once again into a low stance. Stretch the symbiote's arms out. Formulate shuriken over all parts of your body, and you spin and fling a gang load of shurikens at the entire group, and it just shreds them. It just grunt shreds them, and they all collapse. They're dead.
I do feel bad about this, but I have a job. Okay.
All right, so now you're free and clear. There's nobody is outside at the moment.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
So I start heading into the garage. And once I get into the garage,
How are you getting into the garage?
just open the door and walk in.
Uh,
And it's locked. um, I use my symbiote powers to form a key light to open the door.
Smart man. All right, the door opens.
All right. I get in and I take on a disguise as a guard.
The disguise. Okay. Take on the disguise as a guard, and I'm assuming you go into the house.
And I go into the house, yes.
Okay. When you go in, you don't see anybody. Um, you walk through the left side down the corridor and see multiple rooms. You can check these rooms if you like. The hallway goes all the way to the end of the opposite side of the house, where it appears to be an area that goes down into the basement. You can see that from here.
Yep.
Um, there's a, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this?
So what I'm looking at looks like that might be where Silvermane is. But there is I'm have to use
Uh,
caution because I'm just wondering why there are no guards. It should be like at least one or two you would think guarding that door,
okay, so where are you going?
but it's not. But I'm gonna go to the door.
Right, so you walk through the mansion.
Yep.
Um, very nice place, obviously. You see, as you walk through the foyer, you see an upstairs area, a living room area to the left. The kitchen area is behind that. Uh, assume that the bedrooms are upstairs, as they normally are in these types of buildings. Walk past that, walk past the kitchen area. There's a door that opens to what looks like a den-like area. And as you go through, go ahead and do a vigilance check with an edge.
Yeah. 12, 14, 16.
16. So you're able to feel your heightened senses, almost like a kind of like a breeze coming out from like what looks to be like some type of hollowed out space uh, through the wall on the back of the den area.
Yeah, something's behind there. I feel it.
So what do you do?
I walk up to it, and
You walk up to it.
I'm attempt to use symbiote strength.
I don't know what symbiote strength is, sir. That is not a power in the game. Are you attempting to punch through the wall, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to punch.
All right, roll the melee out of combat check.
20.
All right, so you punch straight through the hollowed out portion of the wall and break through it, and behind it looks like a solid steel or iron door, um, with no actual access points.
Okay.
You hear over a speaker. Uh, you hear the voice of Silvermane. He says, "Who sent you? I paid double whatever somebody paid you to come get me." Sounds like an old raggedy voice. I've been in this game a long time. I know how this works. You come through here, I'm gonna have to take you out. You do.
I start easing my way to him.
Hey, you're still on the outside of the door.
Oh,
There's a steel door that has no visible entry points. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attempt to punch.
Gonna try to punch through the steel door. Okay. Um, let's try that. Roll a melee out of combat.
That failed.
What'd you roll?
14.
So you rear back and you punch the steel door with all your might. And it doesn't really move. You're able to put a small dent in it, but it's not enough. You're strong, but you're not that strong. So
Mm.
Mongrel opens up on the side and says, "Why don't you let me try to bite it?"
A steel door. Fine. If you think you can bite through it, be my guest.
So the symbiote overtakes your body again. Mongrel 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 was attached to a wolf for quite some time, so his jaws are extremely strong. He opens his mouth, hinges it at the bottom of the door underneath it, and bites around the top of it. He rolled a fantastic success, and he uh, is able to grab it and pry the door open from the bottom, enough for you to be able to fit through. He
Okay.
can seize control. So now what?
So now we're in there. Am I looking at Silvermane?
Not yet. You got to get in there first.
Well, I get it. I get up and walk through there.
So as you walk through, you come into a bunker-like area. No windows or anything in here, and you see where all the guards went. So there are a total 10 guards in this room. Uh, four standing in front of Silvermane, who is sitting behind what looks to be a giant turret. And then there are three on both sides of the room. Three on the left side of the room and three on the right side of the room. So four in front of Silvermane, three on the left side, three on the right side.
What do I need to get to foresight?
What did you say?
What do I need to get to foresight?
You need to become demoralized. That's why you need to keep
Focus.
track of your focus. When you run out of focus, then you automatically transform. So uh Silverbank says, look, I don't know what you got going on. You got the upper hand here. You walk out of here. I don't even need to know your name. Why are you here? We can just end this right now. It's up to you.
I tell him I can't do that. I can't do
Okay.
that. I have a job to do.
All right. We got a tough guy here, fellas. Take him out. Roll for initiative.
16. Want to get an edge with that?
Yes, you always get an edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 16. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. 14. I'm sorry.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. So you like to do things the hard way. All right. Go for Silvermane. All right. All right. You're fully healed, by the way. Benefactor is nice, isn't it?
Yes. Having a symbiote is.
All right. So it is the Magia's Tough's turn. It is total 10 of them in here. They're all just gonna attempt, they're all gonna raise their guns and just shoot at you.
Now I am looking at them, right?
You're looking at them. They're all taking turns, so you only got one reaction. So I mean, there's 10 of them shooting at you. All right, six. Yeah, they rolled an 11, so they're not gonna hit. So somehow, all 10 of these guys are taking a shot at you. And even though you're a big guy, um, you're not. It's almost like you know how to dodge bullets. You're just basically moving your body out of the way just enough to not get hit by the bullet. So all 10 of them take their turn shooting at you, and none of them hit you. It's on you.
All right. So can I do this? I got 55 focus. Can I use all my focus?
How do you have 55 focus? You've used at least
15. I
and
got
you only
60.
exactly you use 15,
So let's put me down to 55. Oh no.
60 my
No,
bruh.
45. Man, I can't count. 45.
Doesn't it
45.
also doesn't it cost for you to transform?
I don't think you gave me. I don't think you told me that.
Okay. So and you use elemental blast twice.
Oh, so I did use. Wait a minute. No, I used elemental burst. I had blast and burst, but I think burst uses focus
So
too.
you use, I mean, you use. Okay, so burst is you saying burst is free?
Oh, let me see. What I think one of them are free. Yeah, let me see. Yeah,
Yeah, so
burst is
you
free.
have 45 left.
45. So I want to use 45 focus to do a barrage.
Yeah, you cannot do that. So
Okay.
anytime you're only able to use four times your rank when it comes to these types of powers.
Okay.
So you're able to use to spend 16 extra.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. 16. Taking it down. That's all right. All right. So I'm gonna use 16 focus.
Or you I said you can use 16 extra, so you can use 21 if you
Oh,
like.
16 extra. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use 21 then.
Okay, and who are you aiming at?
Um, I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna do a blast.
At who? There are
Huh?
three on the left, there are three on the right, there are four in front of Silvermane, who was behind a large turret.
I'm gonna do the spin move and attempt to hit.
It don't work like that, sir.
Oh my god!
The power works the way the power works.
I got you. Fine. Man, if only I was foresight, this would be hard, man.
It'd be
Then I can.
exactly the same. I
Well,
don't know what you're
but the
talking.
sound. No, I'll use the sound to distract them or to
You can use
temporarily.
this. You can use the sound without transformation.
I thought I couldn't use it except for him.
That's a symbiote based power.
Oh, it does say Nightshade and Foresight. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to use the elemental barrage sound to disorient the team.
How you have to. You
I
don't
got
get to choose to disorient anybody. You have to have a fantastic success for that to work.
fantastic success. No, it says the character. It says the character designated space within the line of sight. Attack and affect every enemy within 10 spaces of that. The character
Right.
makes a single. Hmm? Go ahead.
You can hit them, yes, but you don't get to choose when the special effect works. The elemental effect only works when you get a fantastic success.
Well, it says affected enemies take half regular damage. And then on a fantastic success, they took full regular damage and the elemental type's special effect.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
You can
but
try it.
a regular one, the character makes a single ego check and compares it to each target's resilience defense. So if
Okay.
all
That's
10,
an attack.
huh?
That's the attack. You do damage. You do half damage on the attack. In order to get the effect of the attack, you have to do a fantastic success.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do a barrage on the four in front to try to take them
Okay.
out. And then if the three of the six that's left, I'll see what happens. Then hopefully I can blink and get out the way
Okay. So
and maybe cling myself to a wall to get out the way.
you
But
aren't
for
even out.
now,
Okay. So you rear back. Symbiote overtakes your body. Get on all fours. Breathe in, and you let out a high pitched howl to a space directly in front of you where the four guys in Silvermane are all within this space. And it says, wait, how many? How? Let me see what it says. It
it's
says
10 spaces.
within 10 spaces. So that's 50 feet. Actually, everybody's going to take this hit. So go ahead and roll. This is an ego attack.
Ego. Ego fly. Ego fly. 8, 19, 11. Ego. 19.
Where'd you roll on your marble die?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not using the outcome. Stop.
No,
What I say?
just your score, just your ego score.
Right. So, uh, 17.
All right. What did you roll on your marble die?
4.
4. And what's your ego damage multiplier?
6.
6.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
24 plus 6. Do I do the plus or no?
What? Okay.
Oh,
So
you got
what
the
you gonna so what you're gonna do is gonna whatever you rolled on the marble die, which is 4, you're gonna multiply that by your ego
right.
damage multiplier, and then
Mhm.
you're gonna add that number after that.
Right.
So go ahead. What you got?
Do I get to re-roll it, Marvel die?
No. Why would you get the re-roll?
I don't know. I
The heck?
just a better number. 24, so 30.
All right. So everybody's gonna take half damage. So that's gonna be 15. Um, every single mob guy in the room grabs their head. They can't take the how loud the sound is, and they just collapse. They're not dead, but they are out. Silvermane is going to also be hit, but he has a damage reduction, so it's actually going to be. So he's going to take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Um, he looks around the room because now it's his turn. Amazed that you just took out all of his henchmen one attack. Um, he says, "Well, hold." He said, "Hold on. We can talk here. We can do business.
There is no talk.
Talk to me. Talk to me, man. What can I do for you?"
Nothing you can do, Silvermane. People feel you've been around too long. And I've tried to turn over a new leaf. It's not working. So I'm sorry, but you got to go.
And he said, all right. So he's going to try to shoot you with the giant turret. The giant turret has sights on it. Going to boost his accuracy. It's going to get an edge on the attack. All right. He rolls an 18. I know that's enough to hit you. Um, you reacting to it or what?
Yeah, I'm a blink.
All right. So where are you blinking?
I'm blinking to the wall behind him.
All right. So you blink, and I guess you're stuck. You've wall crawled to the
Yep. Using the
behind
wall.
him.
Yep.
All right. So he shoots at you. Blink, leave a trail of sinewy shadow in your wake, and you're behind him. He doesn't even know where you are. He's like, huh? And it's your turn.
Right. I'm gonna attempt to do now. Can I leap onto him? and do a melee damage.
If you want to.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so you jump off the wall. What exactly are you trying to attack? Like, what is the attack? What are you doing?
Just use my martial arts skills
So you
and
jump at the wall.
take them out.
Go ahead and roll a melee attack.
14.
Roll
Yeah, 14.
14. All right, that's gonna hit. So you're gonna jump, you flip off the wall, and you come down on the top of his head with a nice rotating little kick on the top of his head. Um, what was your Marvel die?
Uh, 2.
That's terrible. Your damage multiplier is what on melee?
I think that's a 5.
5.
Yeah, it's 10, 17.
All right, so you do 17 points of damage. Um, he kind of just shrugs it off. You've gotten close to him now. Um, and I'm gonna attempt to grapple you since you're so close. At this point, he is terrified, but what can he do? Actually succeeds at grabbing you. Want to attempt to break out?
Yeah, I need. Am I using melee again?
Yep, you need to hit a 16.
Yeah, nice. So 5 is 11, 12, 13. So 13 and 2 times 5 is 10 plus 7. 17 and 13, that's 30.
You said what?
I rolled a 13.
You rolled a 13.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are you're
I did that
rolling?
wrong. I did that wrong. Hold on. I got 21. I got 21.
Okay, explain to me how you got a 21.
Because my melee
You're
score.
supposed to be rolling, so you're supposed to be rolling whatever you. So what did you roll on the dice?
I rolled 11, 13.
Okay, and what's your melee ability score?
It's 7.
So that's 20.
That's 20. Well, I
All
said,
right, so he attempts to grapple you, and you're just too strong. You just basically just flex your muscles and open your arms up. And even though he's wearing a metal suit, you hear the hinges creak as his arms are spread open. Uh, and at this point, he's going to use one of his sinister plot points. Yeah, I know you don't know what that is,
no.
and it's gonna allow him to use a reaction immediately. So you've already used your reaction this round, so you won't be able to stop this attack. He's going to use elemental. He's going to use an elemental burst of his own,
Okay.
and he's going to spend his last sinister plot point to make the Marvel die 1. Right. So, so what he does is when you break his arms apart, he's going to allow you to do so. And as you're occupied with his arms, he's going to open his hands. He's going to shoot an elemental energy blast right into your direction, to your entire body. And you, sir, take 56 points of damage.
I was fully healed though, right?
Yep. You're now taking 56 points of damage. You're now berserk.
Roll ego check.
Not until it's your turn, because it's not your turn yet. 1 second. Because you're also taking a condition. Bear with me here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so hits you with that blinding light, does 56 points of damage to you, and you are blinded from the energy. It's so intense. Uh, and he's going to back away from you, but you can't see where he's going. You do get to do a vigilance check though, see if you can tell where he's at. So go ahead and do that.
Okay. My height sensitive, right?
Yep, you get an edge.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Said 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not enough. You don't know where he's at. It's on you. Um, Go ahead and roll the ego check.
20.
Okay, that's not enough. I mean, obviously you weren't going to hit 56. So you don't know where he's at. You're berserk. You're blind for this turn. What are you going to do?
So my height sensitive is not working right now. That's what you're saying.
You roll too low. That's a, it's working. You just don't know where he's at.
So
You did heal 6 points of damage though.
oh,
Well, you will at the end of your turn.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, um, so how does environmental protection work?
It doesn't work because you're not being attacked right now. I mean, environmental protection has nothing to do with this fight.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to protect myself since I can't see. Um,
How you plan on doing that if you can't see?
okay.
It's only for a turn.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on the wall and wall crawl toward the top, so he can't get me. Get
And
out of his way.
you're in an underground bunker that isn't that high. But if you want to jump on the ceiling, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just climbing to the ceiling until I can try to get by.
All right, so you jump on the ceiling. And he's looking at you doing it. You jump on the ceiling. All right, so in the end of your turn, you heal 6 damage,
Mhm.
and he's just like, okay, he can't see me. He'll attempt to do the same thing he just did, except from a distance. 17. That's enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. So does another 24 points of damage.
All right.
Um, and he gets behind the turret and he aims it up in your direction. It's on you.
All
You
right.
can see again.
All right. So he shoots, right? Is he shooting?
No, he's just holding it. He already shot you.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to attempt to leap behind him again and basically flip off the wall on top of him from behind.
All right, so that's gonna be a grapple.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll for that.
What's that? That's using my melee, right?
Yep.
17.
All right. So you flip. You do a basically just do a fall and flip off of the ceiling, and you land on the back of him, and he's grappled.
Right.
Boy Mongrel says, "Let me get him." You let him do it.
Uh, no.
He said no.
No.
He's gonna try to take over. What's your ego score?
Out of combat?
No, just your ego defense.
Oh, it's 6.
Your defense. So your defense is 16 then.
No, it's 6. That's what you
So
did. Oh
your
wait.
defense is your score plus 10.
Oh, wait, that what you had on here? Okay, I must have looked at that wrong. Okay, yeah, 16.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Barely missed it. So he does not succeed.
Cool.
All right. So Silverman is going to attempt to escape with his reaction. He fails. He tries to pry your arms from around his body, but he's not able to get him off. He said, "Hey man, just come on, man. Let me pay you."
Nah.
All right. What are you going to do?
Um, I'm gonna attempt to what I say I want to do because I'm already on him. So I'm gonna attempt to go ahead and well, I guess can I break his neck?
And try.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna shoot for.
Okay. Roll a melee attack.
Break his neck, and that way I can take care of the rest of his body parts. Oh.
That sounds crazy.
Well, that's what you said. You said you want me to get rid of all the inner parts. Hey, when I do a job, I do as the job said. And I'm using my melee 16.
That's it. What'd you roll your marble die?
5. 5 times 5, 25. Plus
Plus
7, 32.
7. You're doing
32.
32 points of damage. Okay, so you attempt to simply just break his neck. You try to turn his head, uh, and you're succeeding. You hear the steel in the mechanisms in the robotic body just cracking and screeching as you twist his neck in a way that is not supposed to go. And he is in a bad way at this point. Um, all he can try to do is try to do a close range elemental blast on you. He's panicking at this, and he rolls a 19. You don't really see the attack coming because it's from below here. So no blinking. Three. There's 14 points of damage to you. Let me go. I'm forever. Nobody can take me out. It's on you.
I'm gonna attempt to finish breaking his neck.
Go ahead.
19.
All right. What did you roll on your marble die again?
This is 3, 15, 22.
Or what? Okay. 22 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can see him. He's basically barely hanging on now. Um, he tries to do some type of meager elbow to try to get you off of him. Uh, and he does the elbow, and it's so weak he barely even feel it. It does no damage. My uncle says, "All right, he's mine now." Tries to take over again,
Dude.
and he does. First thing he does is he attempts to finish breaking Silvermane's neck, which he is able to do. So Silvermane is now out, and he takes he unleashes your face from behind his face, and he says, "You need to make sure that this guy is completely dead, right?"
Yep.
Yeah, all right, I got you. And then he proceeds to devour all of his body parts. So he takes the helmet off of Silvermane's head, swallows his head whole, pries apart the robot body, and eats all of his organs. And then he looks at you and says, "Job's done." What do you do?
I'm trying to get out of there.
Or where are you going?
Gotta head back to New Mexico to report to Mercury that the job is done.
Gonna call him? Or you gonna go back there? It's late.
Well, I can call him because I really want to go see my girl, but
All right. Well,
for
you
them to
call him. You call him, and he lets you know that you don't need to come in. Cool. The job is done. I trust you. You're going back home. It's late. Um, by the time you get back to our house, it's after midnight. Um, well after midnight, actually, probably about 1 or 2 in the morning. You gonna wake them up or what? This way
nah,
you sleeping tonight?
I just want to look through the window and see her.
Oh, so you want to
Yeah.
be creepy?
No, just don't want to bother her.
You're
Don't want to wake
gonna
up.
you're
Just want to
gonna
just want to see her, and then I take off to my apartment since I haven't
all
been
right,
in forever.
all right. So head to your apartment, and the end of it all, we're just gonna end the episode at that night, at that note. So
All right.
uh, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the masker that Mike Baxter just put on for you. And we'll see what happens on the next episode.